Now we're going to look at how to set up a circuit in parallel, like we see right here. So again, we've got our positive and negative terminal represented by our positive and negative terminals here in red and black. And the difference in parallel is there's not just one path for current, there are two paths for current. So as the current comes out of our positive terminal, it can split right here. Part of it can go through this first path that has an ammeter and a resistor in it, and this rest of the current is going to go through our second path that just has a resistor in it. So we're going to flow through there separately, join back together before they leave. Okay, so there are two paths we're going to have to set up. Let's start by setting up our first little part of this. So we're going to go from our positive terminal here, and we've got to form some sort of junction here. So let's just take a wire like this, and let's connect it to our positive terminal. And now I want it, this right here is going to be where we split off. So part of it I'm going to send towards the ammeter, and part of it I'm going to send towards the second part. So let's go ahead and grab this wire, and we'll send this towards the second part. So this will be going to our second one. Now let's go ahead and connect this one to go to our middle path that's going to have the ammeter in it. So this green is what's going to go towards this ammeter, and this yellow is what's going to go towards R2. All right, so you see we have our two paths being set up right there. So now let's go ahead and connect our ammeter and resistor here. So our ammeter and resistor. So our current probe, which is an ammeter, I'm going to hook up there, and then we'll grab a resistor to put in there. Okay, straighten that out. Perfect. Okay, so now our two paths, this one has a current probe and a resistor in it. Current probe and resistor. This one we need a resistor in. We need this resistor right here. So let's grab a resistor. Okay, so now these two paths are complete. I just need to connect them back together and have them exit through the negative terminal. So let's start by connecting this resistor here, which is here. We're going to connect it around to this side. Have it connect around to this side. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to have it leave this side and leave right here. Let's see if we can track all of this. So it comes in from the positive terminal and it splits. It forms two paths the current can go through, okay? So this first path goes through an ammeter and a resistor and then straight out the battery. Clear this way right here a little bit. Is that what we wanted? Comes from the positive terminal, goes through the ammeter and resistor, straight back to the battery. And now let's track our second path. Again, the current comes in before it splits. Part of it goes this way, part of it goes that way. This second path goes through just a resistor and then straight out like that. So now we are in parallel. So let's wake this thing up. So it looks like our current is 0.0495 amps. And let's go ahead and measure the voltages real quick. So again, here are my two voltage clips. We're going to put this on the beginning and put this after each resistor. So let's start with this resistor out on the edge. Okay, its voltage looks like it's around 4.62. Let's do this other resistor. 4.72, and let's connect it to the whole circuit to get the total voltage here. And we get 4.98. All right, so that is how we measure voltage in a parallel circuit. But remember, for parallel, the important thing is that it splits and takes two separate paths before coming back together.